Welcome back to the Diaspora channel, and thanks so much for tuning in tonight. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm doing great, and it's going to be another fun and very educative, informative live tonight because our special guest visited. His name is Taye Uhuru. He visited 65 countries, including 15 on the continent. So for those of you that want to know, oh, where should I go? How are the locals, how do they behave? You want to know just few things to make you very, very prepared and the transition easier. I'm sure he's going to answer those questions. So please share this live and make sure you hit the button, that button, right? The like button, and then share the live. And if it's your first time here, I'm Kai Gabiam, and tonight's live is sponsored by Maison Mocha. So check out the website, which is www.maisonmocha.co.uk. And also, if you're a business owner, I promote our businesses here. So email me at the diaspora channel at gmail.com. And if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing and hit the bell notification so you'll be notified each time I go live or upload a new video. So, bonsoir tout le monde et bienvenue sur Diaspora Channel. Je suis Kai Gabiam et j'espère que vous allez tous bien. Moi, je vais super bien. Et ce soir, on a un invité vraiment spécial. Il s'appelle Taye Uhuru et il est noir américain, comme on le dit souvent. Mais bien sûr, on sait que c'est un de nos frères. Donc, il a visité 65 pays et inclut 15 pays africains. Donc, ce soir, il va partager toutes ses expériences avec nous. Et comme il est écrivain, non pas seulement un écrivain, il est historien, il va aussi nous parler de son écrit ce soir et nous dire en plus concernant tous ces voyages. Donc, si c'est votre première fois, n'oubliez surtout pas de vous abonner et activer la cloche afin de ne pas rater mes lives. Et si vous avez aussi des business et vous voulez me joindre ici pour partager ce que vous faites avec nous, envoyez-moi un mail sur thediasporachannel@gmail.com et vous serez en mesure de me joindre ici, bien sûr. Donc, likez et partagez ce live. I'm going to add Taye now. Hi, Taye. How are you?
Peace, Queen. I'm doing good. How you feeling today?
I'm feeling great. So nice having you here with us. So I'm sure the viewers will love to know more about you and your journey since you visited 15 countries on the continent. That's a big deal. And coming from a sister that was born in Africa, I didn't even reach that record yet. So I applaud you for that. So yeah, go ahead and introduce yourself to the viewers and then, add a little bit of background information about yourself.
Okay. First, I want to thank you so much for allowing me to, come on your platform and talk about my journey a little bit. I'm Taye Uhuru. I'm an African American. I was born and raised in Cleveland, Ohio, but I'm a world traveler. I'm an author. I'm a musician. I'm a genealogist. I'm a historian. Um, Recently, I just wrote my first book. It's called The Afro Set, and it's about a Black Power organization that was organized in the 1960s. And this story is very important because this was a group of people that fought for Black people, and they introduced African history and African culture at a time when it wasn't really recognized. So if you're interested in learning about a Black Power group that fought back politically, economically, and educated people, you can reach me at Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Those are my handles. Camp Cleveland. And also I do tours. I take people to Africa, to different parts of the continent,
Amazing. Amazing. So at what points, in your life did you realize I need to travel to the continent?
I took my first trip to Africa in 2013, I believe. I took a trip to South Africa. I knew somebody
Right.
that was living there, and they invited me out there. I was skeptical at first because at that time it really wasn't
Mm,
a lot of positive content about Africa and African people. So the things that I would try to look up about South Africa, they were always negative. But
right.
I did get my passport and I took that trip
Mm,
and I had an amazing time. South Africa was beautiful. I seen beautiful people. I seen beautiful
mm,
malls, beautiful streets, beautiful neighborhoods. The people were friendly. They welcomed me. I didn't have any problems at all. I enjoyed the food, the music, and it was very modern. They had nice cars. They had Benzes and BMWs and Bentleys, and they had everything that we had in America. But before
mm,
going to Africa, you under the impression that it would be very primitive,
mm.
so that was a surprise for me. So ever since then, I wanted to return to Africa. So I keep coming back and I always try to share pictures and videos and different things so people
Mm,
can see, so they can see it for themselves, and it'll
right.
be motivation. And a lot of people reach out to me and they ask me, how can I go to Africa? And I always invite people to come.
Okay, amazing, amazing. And what is that thing like, or those things, because it might be more than one things that fascinates you about the people, the culture, and the food, the music? Can you tell us more about that, please?
I mean, the number one thing was the people. Africans are very beautiful people. You know what I'm saying? They're very friendly. They're the most hospitable people that I have met in the planet. You know what I'm saying? There's no comparison to
You,
African hospitality, and that goes all around the continent.
mm,
I'm a musician, so I reached out to a lot of artists in Africa and South Africa. We work together. We do music. They invite me to the studio. We record songs. We shoot music videos. We perform the songs. So, my experience with Africa has been beautiful. I haven't had any negative experiences from African
right.
people. That's the most important thing to me.
That's so good to hear because it's down to us to share our experiences with the brothers and sisters that never been, on the continent, but they might come across certain contents that are not so positive about the continent. So it's good for them as well to hear it from another brother that travel all the way from the States to different countries, in Africa. So can you name some of those destinations, please?
Yeah, definitely. I've been to South Africa. I've been to Ethiopia. I've been to South Africa several times. I stayed in South Africa during the lockdown. I was in South Africa for almost a year, maybe about 10,
Right.
11 months. I've
Mm,
been to Ethiopia several times. I spent a month or two in Ethiopia. That was the
mm,
longest I spent. I've been to Kenya, Madagascar, Seychelles, Comoros. I've been to Egypt. Let me see. I've been to Morocco, Senegal, Cape Verde, Guinea-Bissau, Ghana, and I feel like I'm forgetting somebody, but that's pretty much most of
right, right. Since you
them. I've been all
travel,
around north, south, east, west. Hmm.
awesome. So in your travels, you have built up an impressive portfolio, I would say, of cultural experiences. Can you share with us, few of the one that truly enrich you the most and why?
Oh, okay. I forgot. I've been to Mozambique, Botswana, and Zimbabwe too. Sometimes I forget. But the best experiences.
Mhm,
Um, That's hard to say because they all been great experiences. But that's the thing about Africa, it's so diverse. The only
mhm,
way that I could probably try to explain it for African Americans or people
mhm,
that haven't been. Say if you visit Mexico, then you visit Jamaica, you visit Haiti, you visit
mhm,
Canada, you visit Guatemala. You know what I'm
mhm,
saying? All of these places are on the same continent. They're in North America, but the people look different. The food is different. The weather is different. The laws are different. So many just different things. So, but I don't know. I don't know. That's a hard choice, but I
I
maybe my
know,
top three. I give my
I know,
top
but
three:
since
South Africa on the south side, South Africa. Then on the east side, Ethiopia, and then on the west side, I would say Cape Verde. But I went to Ghana last year for the year of return,
oh
and that was a
my.
life changing experience. So it's hard to say. Just to pick one African country out of 60. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-mm.
that's kind of hard.
Right. So the next question is from Titus again. What is the biggest impact on his, your experiences in Africa versus America?
I would say one of the biggest experiences is you being an
Mm,
African American, you always considered a minority. So just imagine if you visit a country, say Ethiopia, you get on the airline, it's owned
mm,
by black people. The flight attendants are black, the pilots are black. You get off the airplane, you go to the ATM, the people on the money are black. Everybody in the airport is black. The taxi driver is black. You're driving down the street named after a black person. The president is black. The governor is black. The mayor is black. You know what I'm saying? Everything is black, and you are part of that majority. So when I'm in places like Ethiopia, most people think that I'm from there. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like an outsider. So I think that would be the biggest impact.
okay. Apart from your love for traveling, you have a strong love of learning and researching, because that's a part of your field as a historian. So, can you share with us, when it comes to the study and expertise whilst you were there, and what was it that brought you to explore that path at that time?
I mean, are you speaking about history in general, or are you talking about
Yeah,
African history? Or?
history in general, then you can branch it towards your African experience as well. Because you've been
Oh,
to
okay,
places like Dominican Republic, Brazil,
definitely.
yeah,
Uh
and
huh.
I'm sure you have lots of things to share about, those destinations as well. So feel free to tell us a little bit more about those two.
Well, like I said, my love for African history and black people that started with my family. You know, like I said, my uncle he started a black nationalist group, and they taught African history. They taught us that we was Africans. I asked my grandmother about her father. She said, you know,
Mm,
he taught her that they were Africans, and so I just kind of got into it at a young age. My mother she gave me my first Black history book. You know, Black history from A to Z. So I've been
wow.
reading and studying African history almost my whole life, so I always had a love and a passion for it. And that just propelled me to learn more because when you go to school or when you're in the real world, when you're in America, it's not really taught. So it's like these are
Mm,
things that you have to learn for yourself. So once I started writing about it and I could connect
mm,
it to my family, it meant a
right.
lot more to me because a lot of people in America, African Americans, they don't know their family history. They don't know the roots which they come from. They don't know the struggle that
Mm,
previous generations endured that's directly related to them. So I just made it my mission to just try to educate people on
mm,
the beauties and the positive things in Africa.
right.
So a lot of my videos is only beautiful things and positive things because all we seen was negativity for the most
Mm.
part.
So true. And I will be adding your link later on in the description box for you guys to check Thai channel. So it's obviously been to South America. So for those that tune in, I don't know if you Americans, yeah, let me put it like this. Do you say capoeira or what exactly do you say? How do you pronounce it?
Oh, okay, capoeira. Okay, I didn't mention that. I studied abroad. I studied in the Dominican Republic. That's in the
Mm,
Caribbean. That's in North America, and I also studied abroad in Brazil. That's in South America. So I was very interested in that type of history because a lot of our brothers and sisters they were taken down there as well. But a lot of
mhm.
African Americans they don't know that. You know what I'm saying? So that's something that intrigued me. Like I read about
Right.
it and I seen things about it on YouTube and things like that. So I really wanted to go down there and learn. So when I went to the Dominican Republic, I studied at a
Mm,
university. I learned how to speak Spanish. I volunteered at an orphanage and community centers. I always try to
wow.
give back, to the community, the global community, and things like that. And then also,
That's
I made music with those brothers and sisters as well. You know what I'm saying? I had a good time. It was a great experience, because they went through something similar, very similar to what we went through, but we just
mhm.
don't know it. And then Brazil, that's probably the closest thing that you can find to Africa, on the Western Hemisphere because they took the most Africans to Brazil. So it's over 100 million Africans in Brazil. And capoeira is one of those things that they retained when they came to America. It's a martial
Mm.
art, it's a dance, it's a part of the music, the culture, so it's very important to learn those things.
Thanks for sharing that with us. Obviously, the list of your accomplishments is endless. So, as an independent hip hop artist who uses music to speak truth, what does music means to you, and which artists and sound have you that have positive influence over you, and why?
Oh yeah, I definitely love music. I love hip hop. I'm an MC. I'm an artist, and I try to use my music to address social issues, especially race. Racism, racial
Mm.
injustice. Inferiorities that we may have as Black people. Just letting our people know that we are beautiful, we are
Mm-hmm.
strong, we are
Yes.
educated. You know what I'm saying? We are great
Nice.
people. So I use
Mm-hmm.
it as a tool. You know what I'm saying? Musically for people to listen to, but I also use it as a way to connect with my brothers and sisters around the globe. Like I say, sometimes it may be a language barrier or it may be a culture barrier, but when we get into music, all of that is set aside. If you like something, you like how it sounds, you can bring people together. So I grew up listening to a lot of old school music. I like Marvin Gaye and Donny Hathaway and stuff like that. I love
Okay.
Tupac. I like Nipsey Hussle, Nas, Scarface. I like musicians and artists that have a lot of social content, things that are going to go past, whatever the new trend is, music that may last for a while. So I have songs like that on my page. Do Revolutionaries Go to Heaven? The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice, songs like that. Those are things that I write about. And that they influence me to write about those things.
Beautiful, beautiful, Tai. So, can you explain? Because I didn't know you as Tai. It was completely another name. So,
Okay.
what is the meaning of Tai? Can you explain to the viewers a little bit? Because I know you love Ethiopian and other countries as well. But why did you choose
Yeah.
that name, and what is the meaning?
Oh, okay. No, I understand what you're saying. Okay, as an African American, our last names is whatever our slave master last name was. So I did my
Mhm.
genealogy. I help people with their family trees and finding their ancestors and their roots and things like that. So I found a slave plantation where we got our last name from. So I wanted to
Right.
change that. That's not something I want to give to my wife or my
Mhm.
children. So I made it a point to change it. I haven't changed it legally, but that's the goal. That's the ultimate goal. So my mom named me Marcus, like Marcus Garvey. So you could call me Marcus.
Okay.
If you know me by that, it don't bother me or nothing like that. And then people just know me as Camp Cleveland. That's just my
Yes, come.
handle on social media, Instagram,
Mm.
YouTube, Facebook. So Taye, as I mentioned, that's
Mm.
a Amharic word in Ethiopia, so it means to see something, to have a vision.
Oh, okay.
Uhuru, that's a Swahili word. They use that in Kenya, so that's on the
Mm.
east side too. So that means freedom. So now my
Okay.
name it has a meaning.
Mm.
He who has seen freedom, to see freedom. That's what I mean.
Beautiful. Beautiful. The link is in the chat now to Tai Instagram page. So feel free to follow him up and ask him any extra question you might have after watching this video. If you're going to, you watch a replay. Another thing I want to ask you, sorry, you already covered that, but if you want to go in depth, that will still be fine. What is your community give back?
What is my community? What?
Yeah, give back. Like, you went to some places, you were volunteering and helping
Hmm.
people with various things. Can you go over that a little bit?
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm very active in my community, but I'm active in communities all over the world. So I just find different ways to give back. One of the ways I give back, like I say, I was in the Dominican Republic. I
Mm.
volunteered at an orphanage. In Cleveland, I co-founded a food co-op. So a lot of the African American communities, is healthy food is not easily accessible. especially in the Black community. So we're trying to get people to organize and put their money together so they can feed themselves, but they can have healthy food choices. I always donate. Sometimes I donate money. I've raised money for Haiti, when they had the earthquake. When I was in DR, I
Okay.
met a lot of Haitians. Yeah, so when I was in DR, I met a lot of Haitians. These are my friends, so they had family that needed help. And then, you read things about the Red Cross. They raise all this money, but it never gets to the people. So I raised
The
a
right
couple hundred
people.
dollars. I raised a couple $100. It wasn't a lot, but it went to several. We helped several families, by doing that. I gave money to Cape Verde. I try to donate my time too. I work at a lot of we have urban farms. I volunteer and just try to help educate people on eating healthier and things like that.
Right. That's amazing. So when it comes to your book, where can people get your book, please?
Oh, okay. My book, they can order it online. I have a website, and it's the same as my handles on social media. So it's campcleveland.org, and the name of the book is called The Afro Set.
All right. All right. So I will be adding all that in the description box and the comment section. I'll pin that so people that want to check that out can easily check it out as well.
Okay, thank you. I really appreciate you, Queen. I wanted to add, like I say, I take
Mm,
groups to Africa. If there's anybody out there that, they may want to travel to Africa, but they don't have anybody to travel with,
contact.
it's something that I do. I have 7 different tours that I offer. So we can go to Ghana, we could go to
Okay.
Cape Verde, Senegal, Egypt, Ethiopia, and South Africa. And I'm hoping to add more tours. We take middle school students, high school students. I've taken college students, young adults, elders, everybody is welcome. And the tours, they affordable. You could do a payment plan. You don't have to pay all at once. They include the flight, the hotel, and all of the arrangements. So you don't have to worry about, different connections and things like that. It's all included.
Amazing, amazing. And I can see that comment is for you to connect with Bijou Noir. And
Okay.
Red Cup said it was beautiful. I think he's sharing his experience with us when I think he mentioned he went to Ghana. Yeah, I've spent time in Ghana. So it was beautiful and felt very much at home. So good to know. Come on board and share your experiences with us because we'll be having Taye back on this Saturday during our family discussion when we look at things that we can do better as as a community, wherever we find ourselves as a collective. There are things we need to do to improve on so many levels, but it's all about us understanding our brothers and sisters that are not necessarily exposed to, the culture on this side. And then the brothers and sisters from the diaspora that are going back home as well. There are certain things they need to know. So we're going to have that discussions and learn from one another. And the aim is to do better and love and support and do the best we can do to change things around, basically. So Taye will be definitely back with us. So, comme vous l'avez vu, notre frère, il a partagé plein de bonnes choses concernant ses voyages sur le continent avec nous. Et aussi, il a un livre. Donc, je vais mettre le site après dans la boîte de description pour ceux d'entre vous qui peuvent parler ou lire l'anglais. Vous pouvez aussi acheter le livre et en savoir plus sur tout ce qu'il a partagé dans ce livre. Donc, c'est à nous, les filles et fils d'Afrique, d'aimer nos frères qui ne sont pas nécessairement nés en Afrique et apprendre à travailler ensemble. Donc, ce samedi, notre frère, notre invité, Taye, il va encore venir, il sera avec nous, il va nous joindre. Donc, on aura on va parler plus concernant la relation entre la diaspora et les frères et sœurs qui sont sur le continent. Donc, si c'est votre première fois sur ma chaîne, n'oubliez surtout pas de vous abonner et activer la cloche afin de ne pas rater mes lives ou mes nouvelles vidéos. Et surtout, il faut checker notre site Maison Moka pour savoir exactement connaître plus concernant les soldes qu'on a sur notre site. Et merci d'être avec nous ce soir ici dans le chat. I see you, the home girl, my dear sis. Thanks so much for joining us. We are almost rounding up, but I appreciate each and every one of you for joining us tonight. And please share the videos. That's the only way this great information will reach other people that are not necessarily subscribers of this platform. And that's another way as well to share what we are learning with others. So please share my videos, and thanks for subscribing and for supporting this platform by joining the lives, watching the videos. I appreciate each and every one of you. So if anyone has a question for Taye, you can quickly put it in the chat. We have less than 4 minutes to end the stream. So Taye, thanks so much for joining us tonight and for sharing so much with us, not only what you are doing for yourself, but what you are also doing for the people around you. So that's what this platform is about, is to celebrate us. So I love hearing stories that are inspiring. So if you are out there as well, you are doing something great, no matter how small it may look for you, is always making a difference in someone else's life. Please feel free to email me at the Diaspora channel and join me here and share what you are doing to inspire us all. So thanks so much. Anything you want to leave with the viewers before we end the stream, Taye?
Oh yeah, definitely. Number one, thank you again so much for allowing me to, come on your platform and speak. The number one thing is just take advantage of the internet. You know what I'm saying? Do the research. If you have any insecurities or questions about Africa, because a lot of times Africa is depicted as being violent and unsafe. And if you do the research, you'll see there's dozens of African countries that are far safer than the United States, as far as gun violence, violent crime, murder and robbery and things like that. And even with the racism, I just think overall a lot of African countries provide a better quality of life. And these are things you can look up.
Good. That's good advice, guys. It's down to us to change things that we need to change and explore, because they say 55 countries. Let's go like that. So there is so many countries over there. It's down to you to visit few of them and decide, where you want to settle. So Africa is for all of us, people that look like Taye, myself, and you in the chat. So it's time for us to to explore. So thanks so much for being here and sharing everything with us tonight. So the link is already in the chat, so you can connect with Taye on Instagram, and I will be adding his YouTube channel link as well later in the description box and also in the comment section. So guys, I appreciate you all, and I will see you Saturday 7 p.m. UK time in our family discussion time, where we look onto issues that are affecting us and finding solution and do things better, basically. And don't forget to check out our website, Maison Moka. Very soon, so many items will be on sale, so you can grab whatever you need to grab, knowing that you are supporting a Black-owned business. Very, very important. So if you're a business owner, please reach out and join me here so you can share your products with myself and the viewers. So thanks everyone for joining, and I'll see you all Saturday. Good night.